smoke train. Sauced up, fits on 10. Yankee fitted, even in my bed. Small town boys up next to bat. JVB, make him get slapped. It's so rugged. Brothers from another. We're the Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins #1.
It's had many names, but only one NFL team over the years. We're at the home of the Dolphins. Hard.
Jumbo check. It wasn't easy, but nothing is. No. When I feel heavy metal, and I feel that I need Miami has a Dolphin, the greatest football team.
We are about 15 miles north of downtown Miami. This is Hard Rock Stadium here in South Florida. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. On the visitor sideline, Patriot head coach Mike Vrabel. His team fell in their season opener a week ago, now hitting the road looking for their first win. Then on the Dolphins side, you've got Mike McDaniel. His guys, on the other hand, were winners in their opener a week ago, so they'll try to make it. Mike Tirico, along with my partner Greg Olson, it's Will Lutz, the kicker, who gets this started. And off we go from South Florida. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Miami offense will make their way onto the field. They're led out by the MVP of Super Bowl 59 at quarterback, Jalen Hurts.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. A pickup of 14 on that one. Good for a Dolphins first down.
14 yards. And the Dolphins first down.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Hurts. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. They need 8 as they come up for third down.
3rd and 8.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down. On 4th down, here's Blake Gillikin to punt. The New England offense getting ready to go to work here. And here is Kyler Murray, the #1 overall pick in 2019 to lead them.
I think when you take a step back and you look at last week's loss, I think there was some good and there was some bad. And I think you could really say that about the entire team. The 2 touchdown passes were great. Of course, he's got to stop giving the ball away with the interception, but I think if he continues to clean up some of his fundamentals, continue to improve his decision-making, and then on top of that, guys around him just have to continue to play better.
Up brings it in left side. And he's going to be out of bounds. Gain of just a couple, and now we've got third down coming up.
And it's third down.
Out of the gun, it's Murray. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
So, on fourth down, Austin McNamara is going to come in here to punt, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. That's where the offense will take over. The Dolphins offense ready to get going with their second possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. They'll move the pocket here with Hurts. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. Off the bootleg, it's Hurts. No chance at all. He'll go down. 5 times a Pro Bowler, that's Joey Bosa. He gets in to drop him for his first sack of the young season.
Pretty evident that the defense is just giving no time of day to any run action. They are playing pass all the way, and he can continue to give as many play action fakes as he wants. It hasn't affected anybody, and in this case, it results in a sack.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down. Here's Blake Gillikin now, and he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. DK to return. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Patriots offense ready for their second possession. They had a disappointing quick 3-and-out on that opening drive, so they'll try it again here in a scoreless game with 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll start with Charbonnet. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Cup in motion. On 2nd down, here's Murray. That'll be caught. It's Alvin Kamara. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7. He'll try to get there on the ground. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down.
And the Patriots, first down.
Murray down to throw on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. 2nd and 10.
He was covered by Tyson Campbell.
Working out of the gun, Murray. That's complete. It's Malik Neighbors. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Here's 1st and 10.
Good for a Patriots, first down.
To throw is Murray. They'll look middle here and get it to Neighbors. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5.
So, from 37, here's 2nd down and 5.
37-yard line.
Murray looking to throw. Right back to Neighbors. He's got it again. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. They'll run the sneak. And he's going to be close to that first down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now Murray on first down. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. That is George Karlaftis getting in there to bring him down. His first sack of the season.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
He was trying to connect with his tight end, Dalton Schultz. Now it's going to be third down. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Dolphins offense getting set to get back to work. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
It's 2nd down and 10.
To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. On the move left. Now he'll run it. A big-time play for the Dolphins. 35 yards.
That's good for the Dolphins. First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And this time the rush gets home. And down he goes. That is Joey Bosa in on the sack.
Well, that's certainly one way to bounce back here defensively after giving up a huge explosive play on the previous snap. To bounce back and come away with a sack. Now you find yourself in 2nd and long. You can catch your breath, and the opportunity to get off the field has just gone up.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Roger McCreary on the coverage.
3rd and long for Hurts. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. And so far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice, punted twice. Looking to sustain something here on drive number 3. They go play action now. Murray will take a shot. Downfield, looking for Cup. The ball's deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now Murray keeping it himself. A gain of 11 on that one. 1st down, New England.
Patriots. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Charbonnet. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And we're back to South Florida after this. Time for the second quarter. Patriots with the football, as they've got it with 1st and 10. Neighbors in motion. They'll run it on 1st down, Charbonnet. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
At the 29-yard line.
To throw is Murray. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
The ball comes out. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Here's Austin McNamara now, as he's on to punt for New England. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. Greg, this AFC East, a division that really has been dominated by the Bills. The 5 straight division titles. It's hard to see who can knock them off that perch rate.
Yeah, I think until someone decides that that's going to change, I think you just have to assume that Buffalo remains the king of the East. And I think when you look at the bottom of the division with the Jets and New England, they're clearly in a rebuild. Young quarterbacks, new coaching staffs, trying to kind of get themselves out of the bottom of the division. Miami seems to me, I don't know if they're ready to compete necessarily with Buffalo directly, but Miami is a playoff caliber roster, a playoff caliber team. They've showed it in years past. So if anybody's ready to compete, I think it's Miami. I just don't know, Mike, if they are ready top to bottom over the length of the season to get enough wins to keep pace with a team as good as Buffalo.
And 2 new coaches at the bottom of the standings last year, the Jets and the Patriots. And Greg, both guys who played for a long time in the league and bring a certain amount of toughness to the top of the organization.
Oh, absolutely, and it was very clear exactly what New York and New England were looking for. They wanted culture setters, right? It wasn't about getting the fancy play caller. It wasn't about the X's and O's. They needed to establish an identity and a culture of excellence and of winning. So,
he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And the Patriots are going to recover.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got,
and remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay. They might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Play action. Here's Hurts.
a bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Quick throw, grabbed by Wilson. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
Dolphins, first down.
able to give. It's Robinson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
It's a loss of a yard.
Second down throw for Hurts. Look at that. Slinged it across his body and connected. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they set up first and goal.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across it.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Bijan Robinson, touchdown Miami. That's his third rushing touchdown of the year. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Dolphins 7, Patriots nothing.
Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This fielded at about the 9. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Patriots offense ready to get back to work. Greg, it's one of those weird feelings you build all year for the opener. You play a tight game and lose. It kind of changes the feeling coming into this week a little bit.
Yeah, it certainly does, and if you're not careful, what's that cardinal rule? You don't want one loss to turn into 2, one bad play to turn into 2. The best teams in this league, they have an uncanny ability that regardless, good or bad, blowout or close one from the previous week before, it doesn't lead into the next week's work and ultimately the next week's game. So we'll find out, were they able to learn from the good? And there certainly was a lot of it. But can they move forward today and not let the disappointment of last week trickle into today?
Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line. A gain of 11 there. And a first down. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Kayvon Thibodeau. What a first half. He's pulling together his 3rd sack of the game.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Now Murray on 3rd and long. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. Here comes Jackson on the return. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Dolphins offense and running back Bijan Robinson headed back onto the field. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. So, Greg, the home opener after winning on the road, I know you've said it a bunch, there's a different satisfaction for a team to go on the road and get a win. So it's got to feel good to start your home season at 1-0.
Yeah, I mean, everyone loves to play week 1 at home. Your fans are into it. The hope and the optimism of the season is at an all-time high, but it doesn't always go that way. So they go on the road and they get a win. So now expectations coming back to your home field, your home crowd. Now everyone's really juiced up. So this is going to be a great environment, a great week 2 opportunity for them to not only start 2-0, but to get to 1-0 at home. Just watch the speed of the pursuit out of this safety on this tackle, Mike. His ability to play from depth and attack the line of scrimmage and meet that ball carrier in the hole and keep him to no gain. You don't see a lot of safeties able to make that tackle in the open field. That's pretty impressive.
They're down and 3.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That is caught. Hooks gets the grab. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
That's good.
A gain there of 23 yards. First down, Miami.
At the 37-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Yeah. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
Dolphins, first down.
They'll go again with Robinson. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. They'll try to keep the drive rolling, facing 3rd and 6. Now Hurts taking off. He'll try to get there. Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. Piñeiro's kick is good. And the Dolphins can tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
It's always a little bit of a letdown. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Patriots offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0. They go up with 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to have the Patriots first down as he gets this up to the 40-yard line.
Patriots, first down. A gain of 11.
From the gun, it's Murray.
Patriots.
Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Patriots, first down. 1st and 10.
On first down, Murray. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, it's Murray. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Murray's going to throw again. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really nice sequence of plays here defensively, not only to force the 3rd and long, but then you really take away all of the quarterback's options downfield, left him with nothing really else to do but to just simply throw that one away.
That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. Welcome back, everyone, for quarter number 3. This returnable from the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. Well, Greg, it will be a very busy stretch for the passports. A lot of international games to look forward to. 7-0 outside the U.S. Chiefs and Chargers last week in Sao Paulo. Great ones to follow. Vikings and Steelers in Dublin. Vikings in London playing the Browns the very next week. Broncos and Jets. Rams and Jags. They'll also play in London week 6 and 7. Falcons and the Colts are going to be in Germany in week 10. And then the Commanders and Dolphins wrap up the international slate. That's in Madrid week 11. Greg, this has been such an additive part to the NFL season, all of these international games.
Yeah, I can tell you, Mike, having played one of the international games towards the end of my career in London, when I played for Carolina, it's a great experience. It's fun for the players, it's fun for the coaches, it's fun for the fans and the families. So I expect this slate to continue to expand. There's so many fun international cities around the world that love NFL football.
And from what you hear, there's more to come. We could be at the point someday, very soon, where every team plays one game outside of the U.S. in each regular season. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. Patriots ready for the punt. Good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Dolphins offense and running back Bijan Robinson headed back onto the field. Well, Greg, as the season starts, really the season never ends. Think back to the schedule release, the draft has become this multi-day huge event. Green Bay crushed it with all the folks around the stadium in Lambeau, and some big names will be tied to that draft forever. A couple of the rookies that you've watched that are just sticking out in your mind, interested to see how they fit in the league as this season gets going.
You know, obviously so much attention around the quarterback position. Cam Ward goes number 1, and then obviously Shador and all the conversations around that as the draft unfolded. But I think a guy that's going to be fun to watch when you talk about fit, I think you look at Ashton Genty. He gets drafted by Vegas. He's now with the Raiders. Pete Carroll. It kind of has the feel of, is he his Marshawn Lynch? Is he the bell cow back under center, Geno Smith, play action, set up that run game, play good defense? This feels like the early path Pete Carroll took when he took over in Seattle and turned them into a Super Bowl champion. So I'm not saying Genty's Marshawn Lynch, but he certainly feels like that's the fit the Raiders were going for when they took him with their first-round pick.
Hey, let me ask you about Travis Hunter. Of course, the Heisman winner, Colorado, great play, both sides of the ball as a receiver and a corner. You know, Greg, it's hard to come in this league and play well on one side of the ball. Is it realistic to think you may see him on both offense and defense?
Well, that's the million-dollar question. And I think to start, you have to say, okay, let's hang our hat on something. And I think when you look at the league, where is it harder to find impactful players? I believe it's harder to find impactful defensive backs. I think it's a harder position. I think the league favors the offense with the rules and the play style. So if I'm Jacksonville, I'm making Travis Hunter a defensive back on day 1, and then I'm going to package my offensive plays around his skill set to take advantage of him as a wide receiver. And then as time goes on, it will eventually unfold where he'll be able to have a role on both sides of the ball more consistently. But if I was in Jacksonville, that's what I would do. And I think it's going to be very interesting to see how fast and how big of a role on both sides they get Hunter early in his rookie year.
It's 2nd and 8.
He's going to run it.
It's a gain of 8. And the Patriots
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10.
and the Patriots
Cup in motion. That's going to wind up incomplete, but a penalty flag is down on the play. Let's see what that's all about. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Out to his right. He'll take off again. He elects to go down to the ground and give himself up.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
Off the play fake. Here's Murray. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down. From the shotgun, it's Murray. It's complete. He's got it cut. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line.
That's good for Patriots. First down.
Charbonnet in the back, and he goes straight ahead. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
Yeah, and this play, Mike, is really just the epitome of what we've seen this entire game. They have not been able to get anything going offensively. It almost seems like they've been operating going in reverse the entire day. In this case, another run, another loss.
Get about 6 before he's taken down. Have to get this to the 20. Here's third down. He'll try to run for it. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a first down. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone,
and he will get into the end zone. Zach Charbonnet, touchdown New England. His first touchdown of the new campaign. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
The kick by Lutz is good, and the Patriots are on the board. It's 10-7. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Dolphins offense ready to take over possession of the football. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Hurt snap. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line.
That's good for Dolphins. First down.
On play action, Hurts. That'll be caught by the running back Robinson. From the 46. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 46-yard line.
That one is complete. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and
They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And he's going to have the Dolphins first down. It's a gain of 6 on 3rd and 2.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Another run here for Robinson. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
That's another Dolphins first down.
And here's Bijan. A good physical run, motoring forward for 9.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
And that'll get them a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run now. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back. and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points. We don't give these big guys enough credit, Mike, just how fast these defensive tackles really are. Here he uses his speed to break through, take the back down for a loss.
To the right side, hauled in by Kelsey. And a nice gain there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up third down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And he's going to be taken down, a sack on what likely will wrap up play in this third quarter. Joey Bosa, he gets there for the sack, setting up fourth down. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through three. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. So, here's Eddie Pinheiro in a big spot. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their fourth quarter lead. So, Pinheiro has a field goal a moment ago. Now he's back out to kick it away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Patriots offense and Kyler Murray set to take over once again. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go. And he's turned a number of those into big plays. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 4
yards on the pickup.
Cup in motion.
At the 32-yard line.
They go play action with Murray. He'll get this out wide. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
The quick passing game in the NFL, Mike, is so dependent on yards after the catch. You got to generate space with the scheme, and then it's up to the receiver to do the rest. In this case, nice job defensively, because this guy couldn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
On third down, Murray. He's going to look deep. Going to Cup. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. And the Patriots ready to kick it away. Be forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. A fair catch signaled and taken at about the 18-yard line. Dolphins offense and running back Bijan Robinson headed back onto the field. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
No gain on the play.
Now Robinson. They need to get to the 29 here, facing third down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He'll take a shot. Looking for Wilson. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up fourth down. Punt team headed out for the Dolphins as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. Now, fair catch will be taken out near the 35-yard line. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. Starting this drive on the ground, here comes Charbonnet. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll go again here with Charbonnet. And they'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to third down.
On the stop. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third down.
Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. Open man, left side, he's got it. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
Gain of 11. And the Patriots first down. A gain of 11.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down. Working out of the gun, Murray. He'll step up and run, and he's able to take this for good yardage before sliding and hitting the deck to end the play. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here's Murray. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
A give to Charbonnet. And the Patriots are going to be set up 1st and goal. Couldn't reach Blaine, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
Patriots first down. 1st and goal, New England.
Charbonnet trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
This defense is able to get the hold here on 1st down, Mike, but they might have to do it 3 more times. I think if I'm this offense, I'm saying this is 4-down territory. I've got 3 more shots to gain 1 yard. Here you go.
And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll try to sneak it here, and he will drive his way into the end zone. Kyler Murray, touchdown Patriots. The game-tying touchdown here in the 4th quarter, and a chance to take the lead with the point after.
Mike, the sideline's going crazy with that late score, but they still need this extra point to take the lead here and see if they can hang on to this 4th quarter lead.
Makes the score Patriots 14, Dolphins 13.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Jackson now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. They'll begin with 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. Robinson hit. He's lost the ball.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
The Patriots offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll begin with the football in the red zone already as the defense has their back to the wall to start this drive. They're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the Patriots are going to have it 1st and goal. He'll take this down to about the 3.
And the Patriots first down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll run here and Charbonnet. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
No gain on the play. Leads
So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line,
under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Omar Speights in there to bring him down. And that's his first sack of the year.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price. What a nice play defensively. It's always a bit of a challenge. How long do I stay in coverage defending my zone or my man? Or how fast do I come up and pursue a scrambling quarterback? They did a nice job rallying to the ball late. They're able to bring him down to force fourth down.
A 24-yard attempt.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. So it is still a one-score game, but a little more breathing room now.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
The Dolphins offense ready to take over once again. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Hurts. Quick slant into the hands of Wilson. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. It is 2nd down and 5. They'll run with Robinson. And he's going to get 1st down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line.
A 7-yard gain. And the Dolphins 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Out wide, that's Robinson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. To the middle of the field and caught by Cooks. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
That's another Dolphins 1st down. 1st and 10.
Hurts to the air on 1st down. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To the air again. Hurts. He finds his big tight end, Everett. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. It's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
A modest game. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And that ball out of reach. Toward the sideline. It'll be an incomplete. Here's a big one. This 3rd down. To throw is Hurts. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
We used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
And An important extra point up and good, so the lead is 3 here in the late stages of the game.
17.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Jim Ray DK now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Patriots offense ready for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Murray. He'll step up and run this. Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout. The clock will stop with an even 20 seconds to go.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 37.
Murray now on 2nd down. Will run again. New England going to take their 2nd timeout, and it comes with 15 seconds to play in the game.
That's good for a Patriots 1st down.
On 1st down, Murray. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down. Now on 2nd and long.
7 yards. It's 2nd down.
Out of the gun, it's Murray. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
17.
Now Murray on 3rd and long. He'll air one out for Higgins. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So a win here for the Dolphins. They get the job done here at home, and they follow the opening weekend victory with another here to move to 2-0 on the season.